Hi everybody, it's me Sharon. I know it's been a while, but oops, sorry, a little disheveled here. Anyway, I know it's been a while, and I've been working all summer, so now that I'm officially laid off for the winter, I can get to my crocheting and videos. Missed everybody, but I've been watching your videos, keeping track, keeping up with everything. Let's see. First of all, I've made a few things. So let's see what we got here. First of all, normally I work the summer months and I don't usually buy myself anything. Yeah, I spend the most, you fix the car up, you get bills ahead because you're going to be off for a few months, this and that, stuff like that. And this year I decided, well, I wanted to buy myself something. And I've noticed a lot of people use those little tablets to put their pattern on so that they can take it with them. And I was actually able to, I bought a tablet, just a cheap one, and I was able to put a pattern on it and take it to work, and I was able to work on it sometimes at work when it got quiet. So my husband went out and he bought me a little case to put it in. It just slides inside, just to keep it protected. It's just a little tiny tablet, nothing spectacular, just, cheap brand, right? And little 7-inch. Does the job, and I have a couple of games on there, of course, because, I like to play games. And this is really nice, but it's just a case, and there is no handle, and it's very hard to, it was just one of those little things I got from the Giant Tiger, and hubby actually picked it up for me. So I decided I needed a case with a handle on it to carry it around because you have to carry the adapter, the charger for it, because it, it, the battery life doesn't last too long. So I decided to make myself a little case, and all I did was I this is a crossover stitch, I believe it is. I'm not sure. So what I did was I made one side a square, rectangle, whatever. And then on this side, I made one in a blue, the same thing. It's a crossover stitch that I saw from Beth and Tuxedo. I can't remember the exact name of it. And then I stitched the two of them together, and I decided to just put a little clip on it here, and just made a pullover so nothing would fall out. And then a strap, and this strap is made with um, just a regular 4-ply Super Saver Red Heart. But this here, I can't quite get a good picture of it. These are tabs. Pop can tabs? Try say that fast, real times, eh? Anyways, and it makes a nice sturdy handle. It doesn't stretch because of the, like it does, and I'm pulling hard and that's not moving. So, anyway, this is what I made myself, and that's what I bought myself. Because like I say, I get gifts from my hubby. I love giving gifts, but I very seldom buy anything. And then I watched a video. I'm sorry, I can't remember the woman's name. I will try to put a link down below if I remember. But I made this purse, and it's made with pop can tabs. And I used the 2-ply cotton yarn that I got from Sophie from Turkey by Ice. And I was going to give this to my niece, because I don't usually carry a purse. But I love this thing. And now I don't want to give it to her. So I've decided to keep it myself. I lined it inside. Excuse my junk. The nice little lining. It's a chocolate brown with the silver pop can tabs. Just I have one of those little embellishment machines. It makes like a spool work, and I made a couple of rope things with the attachment for the pop can tabs. And on the top there's like just a covering to it's pretty cool. I like it. So that was that. Then I decided, well, I wanted to make some slippers because I was bored with doing hats and stuff. So what I did was I have a pattern for that I have shown before on here of my um, teapot cover cozies. And I thought, I really like that pattern. And I don't like to knit a lot because it's to me it's tedious. It takes a long time, and I get bored real easy. Crocheting is so much better for me because I don't have to force myself to keep at it. So I took the pattern, which is like straight crocheting, it's just a single crochet in the back loops only, and you end up with this ridgy thing. So I made a rectangle the size of the length of my foot, and then almost the same distance. And this turned out like those Fentex slippers, that you used to make before on the Fentex wool, and this is what I ended up with. So all I did was I made the length of my foot and then the width that I needed to go from one ankle down the bottom of the foot and up the other side. It turned out like my foot's 9 inches or something, and this was almost square for me. Um, I put the wool through the end, drew it nice and tight to make this end hole. Okay. Then I sewed up the front about halfway up to, I had um, 34 stitches, or, yeah, stitches, chains from the front to the back. So I went up 17 and sewed up there and left the rest open. Then the back was just stitched together, whip stitched together, and I end up with this slipper. And it reminds me of the ones my mother used to make, the Fentex ones, because she used to make the little squares. It looked like patchwork. So, and that's what I ended up with. And I like these. They're warm, they're fluffy, they're made with Red Heart Super Saver yarn. It's a single strand. I used, I believe it was a G hook. I don't know if it was the 4.25 or the 5. I think it was the G that I used on this one here. Doesn't really make a whole lot of difference so long as it's nice and tight. You do it in the back loop only, and you end up with these ridges. Because I don't know if it's going to show, but it's all done in a back loop. See, and then it springs. And if they stretch out, you throw them in the washing machine, wash them, dry them, throw them, and they shrink right back to where they were. Well, when I made the toe on that one, it was kind of bulky at the end, but I think it's because the slipper was just a little too short. So I decided I was going to try and make it with a tapered end, where you start off with your chained row, and then you go to the end, and then you come back. And instead of going all the way to the end, you stop about a few stitches. On this case, I stopped 6 stitches from the end. I went back to the other end, and then you come back again and you go right to the end this time. And what happens is you end up with this tapered end like so. But when I finished doing it, I didn't like the look of it. It looked like I don't know, like a nose or something. I guess if I was going to put a face on it, like eyes or something, and make it like into a snake or an alligator or something, that would work fine. Same one, nice. Fits comfortable. I just don't like the shape. I don't like the look of the toe unless I make a face on it. So I'm going to try that by making some kind of an alligator or something, or I don't know, something. Little face on it. I believe I got that pattern, that stitch pattern thing from something I did from Claire, Bob Wilson 123. Then at work I showed some of the girls the slippers I had made because I couldn't find my pattern for my the high top, the Converse slippers. It drove me crazy. I ripped this place apart looking for it, and only to find it later on after I was talking to them at work. So I got an order for some slippers, and these are for a woman at work, and I'm sure I've shown these before, this style here before. And she's ordered 4 pair of these from me, and I don't think I charged enough, but what the heck, I know her. She has 3 grandsons, and these are for her granddaughter. She wanted her granddaughters in pink. So, oops, it's kind of hard to see in this light. I'm sorry. Let me try this. I want to turn the light on here and see if it helps any. Because, see if this helps. Well, a little bit. There we go. So, I'm on the 3rd pair, and I have to make one more after this. Then Jamie, Miss Jamie Lola Tallulah, asked for pattern testers. So I told her when I finished it, I would show it on my cast off Tuesday. So this is her a little girl tea party hat. And I did it exactly as she called for in her pattern. Oops, let me get it straight here. Little baby cakes here. So, and this is my little doll that I use for. This is my newborn doll. And this is what the pattern looks like. A little bit big for the doll. Oops. Get it up here. I should have stuffed it with newspaper or tissue paper at the top, and then that way it would. And that's what the back looks like. And the flower. And then back around again. Oops. So cute. So easy to do. Didn't find any problems with the pattern, Jamie. I wouldn't change it. I liked it the way it was. And I whipped this thing up in about an hour. It really didn't take too long to do. Cute, cute, cute. Gonna make a few of them. I'm gonna do it in for my granddaughters, a little bit bigger, and I'm gonna do it in a crochet cotton so they have it for the summertime. Because this is in a the only thing was is with the pattern it called for 2 strands of worsted weight yarn, and I used the Red Heart Super Saver yarn, and 2 strands of that was just like way thick. It just came out so rock hard that I didn't think it would be that comfortable to wear. So it was my wool. It wasn't the pattern. The pattern's beautiful. So I used a single strand, and I think maybe a little variation in the colors. I might do the brim a different color the next time. So love, love, love it. Let's see. What else? Hubby, oh, every time the husband goes out, every time he goes to Walmart, he's got to buy, he comes home and he brings me home more wool. Now, I shouldn't complain because you ladies are always saying about, like you go out and, your hubbies are complaining about the wool. And I mean, as you can tell, that's only a little smidgen of what I have. My hubby takes and he goes out and he buys me wool, and then he comes home and Lord love him, he sits there patiently and he does this with them. He takes the paper towel holders from the paper towels in the kitchen. Oops, this one's a little. He rolls them up on here for me, and I have about 5 or 6 paper towel holders. The kind with a little base on it and a pole that goes up the center. And that's what I do. When I need some yarn, I take my yarn out of my, as you can see at the top there, they stand up straight in the buckets. I take the color I need, I put it on the thing, and I crochet away. And he watches to make sure my skein doesn't get down too low, because once it starts to get down too low, then he wants to add more for me, because, we do that little Russian join, and I taught him how to do that, and he does that, and, like I say, Lord love him, he's really good. But he goes out and he buys me stuff. So the other day he was out at the Giant Tiger, and they had this Fentex yarn. Oh, no. They had Bernat Chunky. This here is a number 5, I believe. Okay. Yep, it's a number 5. It's really soft. It's nice. And it's 400 grams or 14 ounces. So he got me this one. And they had the Femtex Chunky. This again, number 5. Really soft. And he got me this one. And they were on sale, or regular price, whatever, at Giant Tiger for $5.97. So he thought that was such a good deal that he went out again the next day and he got me this color, which is, I'm not exactly sure, sea green. And another blue. Oh, it's a different shade of blue. This is called True Denim. And the other one I showed you is called Denim. So he got me that. Then he went to Walmart. And while we were at Walmart, I was complaining I didn't have any white. So we bought me 2 skeins of white. But because it's Red Heart and we went to Walmart, they were $8.88 a piece. And because I was making pink slippers, we had to get pink. And I didn't have a 2.25 crochet hook. I have something I'm going to make, and it uses a 2.25 crochet hook. So I picked one up while I was there. I couldn't get the 2.25, but I did get a 2.20, which is probably going to be just fine. So, Zelda, in our J3Z, package went out in the mail today. Watch for it. And Charmaine, hi, Miss Charmaine. You always send me such nice little notes. Package is out in the mail today. I know this won't mean anything months down the road, but I just thought I'd say so, just to let you know I did mail them out today, which is October 9th, 2012. I guess that's about it. I don't have anything else to show. Mind you, I have done quite a bit, and um, I've been trying to work on making some of my own pattern stuff, you know, the stuff that I trash. I don't worry about that. I mean, that's yuck. So, but yeah, like I say, I'm finished for the season. Hopefully, get back to doing videos. I've been trying to collect my pop can tabs. I've got everybody and their dog trying to collect them for me, but um, people tend to forget and they throw them away, so I'll just keep collecting. I want to make more stuff with the pop can tabs. I love that. I think it's such a pretty way to cut down on waste, That purse I absolutely love. And like I say, I'm not a purse person. I don't usually carry them because I usually forget my purse somewhere, you know. I'm terrible for that. But anyway, glad to be back. Glad the season's over, you know. So, and I'll work really hard at getting more stuff. Anyways, I'm going to say goodbye for now because this is getting really long. This is almost 20 minutes. I'm going to say goodbye for now. I'll see you next Tuesday. Have a great day. Keep hooking, girls. Love you, love you, love you. And peace out, Z.